Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Jab Wrestling Podcast. We're Jay and Bob, and we're doing the job because the JAB is the place to be. In the red corner, weighed in at 270 pounds, this is Jay. And in the blue corner, weighing in at 245 pounds, is Bob.
You suck, asshole.
I don't suck on assholes.
Are you sure? You look like the kind of guy that goes ass to mouth.
Speaking of assholes, what have Donald Trump's hair and thong got in common?
What's that, Bob?
They both just managed to cover an arsehole.
I'm glad you've started off the show with a joke, and with this idiot in particular.
First of all, Jay, can I just say, how are you today, my brother? Are you good?
I'm cool, man. I'm cool. How are you?
Pretty good, man. Let's say hello to all our listeners out there.
How are we doing, guys?
In Jabland.
Our brothers and sisters.
Brothers and sisters.
I'm glad we're talking about this right off the bat, because it's been a roller coaster of a ride for the Americans, and I'm pretty sure that there's a lot of the guys that we know who are not very happy at the moment, man.
They're not.
No.
Bruv, I woke up Wednesday morning, and I had friends tweeting me and texting me, and, I've got to say, bruv, I was completely gutted. I mean, Alexis Sanchez has injured his calf on international duty, and he won't be available for the Man United game.
Very good. Yes, he did. He is indeed injured. That's correct. So we're both missing our stars from that game. Ibrahimovic is suspended, and Alexis Sanchez is not playing.
Yeah. Well.
Hey, he's got a week. He's got a week to recover, man. He's got ages to go to the game.
He'll be all right. I think it's just his way of getting out of the internationals, if I'm honest. But
probably.
Yeah. He's a tough one.
But I was also getting texts.
Am I missing the elephant in the room?
Do you know what? We are actually kind of really in tune with each other, man, because that's exactly how I wanted to address it as well. I was going to say we should address it by addressing the elephant in the room.
The elephant in the room, bruv.
And it's a big, dumbass elephant with blonde hair.
Donald the elephant went to town and said goodbye to the circus. Off he went with a trumpety trump, 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 trump.
Quality. Oh man, it's a dangerous time we're living in at the moment.
Is it dangerous though?
Well,
are we just stressing ourselves out over nothing, like we did with Brexit?
Yes, but we haven't seen the repercussions yet fully from Brexit. Because it's not possibly till a couple of years away. But for America, it's very real right now. And a lot of those guys out there are very worried about their futures.
They are.
And the future of their kids. And I feel for them, man, because it's horrible. When I see this guy on TV and I see some of the things that he said and some of the things that he's done, it scares me to my very core that this man is one of the most powerful men in the world right now.
Yeah. Well, as a matter of fact, there's a guy at work I was talking to. We were talking about the 3 M's: misogyny, Mexicans, and Muslims.
Yes, exactly.
And he was saying to me, "Why has this guy got to be so misogynistic and so racist?" And I had to explain to him that he was trying to win an American election.
It's very true. It's sad, but it's
sad but true.
He did the right. He said the right things. He did the right things because he knew that the people that he was attracting, that was his market, and it worked. He
talks about the Muslim ban. He said because he knew that Americans were scared of Muslims. Yeah, that's the whole reason he did it. And I thought to myself, if he was actually going to care about things Americans are scared of, why not try diet and exercise?
That's kind of harsh. Jeez. Oh my god, I just want to say that Bob's opinions right now are of his own.
Bruv, I'm telling you, Trump is comedy gold, mate. We're going to have fun with this for years.
Oh man.
It's like all the fun we had with Boris Johnson. It's no different, mate. It's no different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but then he became the secretary, man, and it's just like, oh shit. You've done what?
He was the mayor of London.
Exactly, but then, oh god, that was bad enough.
Yeah. Well, let's be honest, right? If you take away the fact that he's misogynistic, that he hates Muslims and he hates Mexican people, well, he doesn't hate them, but he has issues with them.
Yeah.
What exactly is so bad about Donald Trump?
He's just so politically incorrect.
Is that a bad thing?
He's offensive to so many people.
Do you think we've become too politically correct?
No.
No?
I really don't. No.
Do you laugh at Frankie Boyle's jokes?
No, I don't. I hate him.
I do. I think it's hilarious.
I can't stand him. I think he's deliberately offensive.
Mate.
And it's just like, it's just too hard. I don't like that kind of comedy. I like comedy that flows naturally. His style appears to me as somebody who's deliberately, obviously, trying to be offensive to get laughs. And I don't like it.
Maybe it's me then. Maybe I'm the elephant in the room.
I'm the one that weighs 270 pounds.
Oh yeah, that's right. There's two elephants in the room, and they're both in your room.
That's it. Show's cancelled. The show's over, guys. Turn off.
Pack your trunk and go home, Jay.
Change channels. WWPN have got some podcasts. Go listen to their podcast. Turn this shit off. Oh man!
And now for a little musical interlude. Ebony and Ivory. Sorry.
Oh man! Do you remember? Lashley was defending Boris Johnson, Donald Trump. Was it at WrestleMania and that haircut match, whatever that nonsense was?
Oh yeah, that's
with
right.
Vince
Yeah.
McMahon. Bobby Lashley must be fucking furious right now. Fucking defended him.
Yeah, but yeah, it was. I mean, it's been the year of the underdog, Jay. When you think about it,
It has.
I mean,
Leicester City.
Yeah, Brexit.
I had. Do you know? I had a. If you had a fiver on Leicester to win the league, Brexit, and Donald Trump, £5 would have got you something like £1 million.
What about the Chicago Cubs?
Fucking hell, yeah. That's another one.
What about Andy Murray being number one at tennis?
I know, right? That's the most shocking one.
Mate, I'm putting a fiver on Ed Balls to win Strictly Come Dancing and Honey G to win the X Factor.
Oh, dear. Man, and don't forget, the Cleveland Cavaliers were 3-2 down in the 3-1 down. And came back to win 4-3 in the NBA playoffs.
There you go.
It's it's never happened.
And let's not forget the rise of James Ellsworth.
He will be champion before the year's done, I'm telling you.
Hell, brother, we got Eddie Edwards as TNA champ. Who'd have thought a year ago you'd say Eddie Edwards would be TNA champ, Kevin Owens would be Universal champ, and AJ Styles would be WWE champ?
Yeah, I know, right? Especially the AJ Styles one. A lot of people never ever envisaged him coming over to WWE, let alone doing as well as he's done.
So do you think Vince McMahon will get a spot in Trump's cabinet?
Fuck knows.
After all, he's in the Hall of Fame.
Oh my god, yeah, he is, isn't he? Fuck me. The fucking president of the United States is in the WWE Hall of Fame.
Hey mate, so is the ex-governor of Minnesota, Jesse Ventura.
That's true. Is Arnold Schwarzenegger in there as well? Former governor of California.
California, that's right, yeah.
Yeah? Fuck me. I think Pee Wee Herman's in there as well, isn't he? Says a lot, right?
It does.
Fuck me. Oh dear. So.
Crazy times we're living.
It is indeed, absolutely.
But they're interesting times as well.
Yeah, maybe it shouldn't be this interesting, but especially when people's lives are on the line.
I even said to you on the night, I don't know why, but something just wanted Trump to win. I don't know, there's something, I don't know what it was.
And I told you, and I replied to you, and I said that you always go against the grain.
Yeah, I back the underdog.
Because you're a wrong'un. That's why.
I'm not a wrong'un. I like to hear both sides of the equation. And if you look at Hillary Clinton, she's had 30 years of political office and made so many bad decisions. What makes you think she's going to be a good president? And I'm not saying Donald Trump's going to be. I'm just saying when you look at the alternative.
Absolutely, I know I know exactly where you're coming from. But at the end of the day, she's got the experience. She's been there with her husband. She's seen it. I'm not saying that she's going to be any better, but she can't be any worse.
How do you know? You've never seen Trump as president. We're all assuming he's going to be this terrible person, and we don't know. The first thing that's happened is that Putin's good friends with. Well, he's not good friends with Trump, but he likes Trump, and Clinton can't stand Putin, and Putin can't stand Clinton. So already, when it comes to foreign policy, we're starting with a clean slate with Russia, which is a good thing, surely, don't you think?
Yes, but...
And Trump's also against TTIP as well, which is the transatlantic trade agreement. And obviously we've got Brexit, so we've got to do our own trade deal. So I think he's going to be better for Brexit than Hillary Clinton would have been as well.
If Brexit still goes ahead, that is.
It will still go ahead. It just may not be the Brexit that certain people wanted.
Yeah.
But it has to be a clean cut or nothing, right? Or we just have to stay in. So it's a weird situation, really. Because supposedly we have to renegotiate going back into the single market and free movement of labour as well. If we want to trade or do deals with the EU, we have to accept those primary things which people were against. So,
but then I can see them trying to make an example of us because France are trying to follow suit as well with Frexit.
They can freck right off. They ain't coming here.
Oh man, okay. Politics aside, WWE.
Oh yeah, there's no politics. There's no politics in WWE.
None at all, man.
So.
Should we talk some sports entertainment?
Let's do it, Jay. Should we talk about Monday Night Raw?
Might as well.
Let's do it. What's up? JabWrestling.com. It's Monday night Raw. 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 It's Monday night Raw.
Great stuff. Okay, so we kick off Monday Night Raw with Stephanie McMahon, and she comes down to the ring and she introduces Team Raw, who are going to be competing at the Survivor Series. She introduces Kevin Owens, Chris Jericho, Roman Reigns, Braun Strowman, and the fifth man we find out is Seth freaking Rollins.
Yep.
Now, she says that their jobs are dependent on them winning against Team Smackdown at Survivor Series. Drops the mic and walks off.
Yes.
I
hate Stephanie McMahon, man.
Damn, that's a bit harsh.
She has emasculated all her 5 top guys in one promo.
But I suppose she's just trying to put emphasis on how important the match is at Survivor Series.
Yeah, but you've just dissed all your top 5 guys, and there's no payoff to that because she's not going to fight any of them.
No, but then does she need to? Because when you're in a ring with such testosterone, do you need to stamp your authority down? No. She is the boss.
Yeah, she's the boss. We know that. This didn't need to be done out in the ring. This was just a way of getting Stephanie McMahon putting herself over again. I've spoken to you about this before. She loves putting herself over.
Absolutely, absolutely. But I think it's a bit of both. I think you're absolutely right. It probably wasn't the greatest thing to do, but then it just adds to that importance of the match at Survivor Series. That's what I took away from it.
Oh, how did it add to the importance? What did she do to add to the importance of it? Exactly.
When you threaten that your jobs are on the line.
Do you think if they lose that she'll get rid of any of them?
Who knows?
Her top 5 guys.
You never know.
Yeah. Okay.
She's threatened it.
Well, she ain't going to go through with it.
That's probably because they're going to win.
I reckon. I don't know. Things happen on SmackDown that might change my mind.
You never know.
Might even change yours.
The Y2J says that he knows that Roman and Seth are angry because he and Kevin are the Universal Champion. I love that. But they have to put put their issues aside, even though that they're stupid idiots.
They are stupid idiots because they voted for Trump.
What makes you say that they voted for Trump?
Well, he's in the Hall of Fame, bro. What are you talking about? Of course they voted for him.
Oh dear. Kevin Owens says that his team needs to be a well-oiled machine, unlike the Shield, which died because Roman and Seth are terrible human beings, and they kept turning on each other. I thought that was quite funny.
Yeah.
Called them terrible human beings. Brilliant. Oh man, then it just turns out into a huge melee attack. Everyone starts attacking everyone. I just thought, great team. Stephanie then comes back out to the ramp and says that she's setting up a fatal five-way match. And that is a huge main event, especially, it's a Raw taking place abroad in Scotland. This was emanating from in Glasgow.
Yeah,
and
that's
fatal
right.
five-way
Say that again, Jay. Where is it?
in Glasgow.
Say that again for our American listeners. What was it?
Glasgow.
That's right, not glass cow. There are no glass cows in Glasgow.
Who was calling it glass cow?
Practically all of them, bruv.
Really?
Yeah. They do it all the
that?
time. Glass cow, they call it.
Damn, okay. But then I thought, wow, this is a huge this is a huge match. What did you think of this this main event?
Yeah, I mean, great, we're going to get a good match, but what was the whole point of the first bit then? She's saying you've got to work as a team and you better win, and then she pits them all against each other. That makes no sense at all.
It does to a certain extent.
No, it
They
doesn't.
start fighting with each other, to get their anger and everything out.
You think that's going to happen? Really?
We'll soon find out when we get to our main event.
Well, we'll find out. Yes, we will. It's going to be 2 weeks of this, bruv. People pretending to get along that don't actually like each other. And because it's happening on both brands, it's not good. I don't like it.
It's not good. I think one of them should be showing some continuity going into it. But at the end of the day, these are all guys that don't get along with each other.
That's right.
That's just the bottom line. You got either team are captained by champions who the other four guys in their team want to kill him. So why should they be getting along? What's in it for them at the end of the day?
Yeah.
Well, so my team's the winner. Great. But it's all about me.
This is why I feel there needs to be stakes. There needs to be some stakes. Maybe like if you're a survivor, you get a title match, or
I agree.
if the champion wins, maybe he gets number 30 in the Rumble.
Yeah, I agree. Something needs to be up for grabs apart from bragging rights.
Yeah, brand pride.
Yeah,
Because these guys haven't been separated long enough for them to have any pride in their brand anyway. Really.
No, you're absolutely right. Yeah, the split only took place 3 months ago.
Yeah.
It's absolutely okay. So the next segment we see on Monday Night Raw, Bob, is the Cruiserweights. We're going to see a tag team match between Rich Swann and Sin Cara versus Noam Dar, who's making his debut on Monday Night Raw, and Brian Kendrick. But before we talk about this match, I just want to ask you something about this new show, 205 Live.
Yeah.
Now, I haven't heard much about it, to be honest. I haven't done... So, what's your take on this? Is this going to be a network show?
It is a network show.
Right, and it's going to be a weekly thing?
Well, as far as I'm aware, it's going to be a weekly thing, and it's going to be just for the cruiserweights.
Is it going to be taped with NXT, probably? Is it that sort of...
I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be a full sale. I don't know what the plan is. I assume it will be, but we don't really know yet. To me, this is like them saying, we brought the cruisers up on Raw. It hasn't worked. Let's put them on their own show on the network. That's what it says to me.
Yeah, it does. You're absolutely right.
But what they should be saying is, our creative sucks. We've written nothing for these guys. We should just sack ourselves.
Maybe they don't want to say that live on TV.
If those creative guys were working for Donald Trump, he'd say, "You're fired."
Well, he can say that anyway now, and they will be fired. So he has that power.
He does.
But anyway, going back to the match, the tag team match, Noam Dar is making his debut on Monday Night Raw. And obviously, he is from Scotland. I think he's from Glasgow, I'm not sure. But he got this huge pop.
He got a massive pop, bruv.
Absolutely huge.
But it's ICW, man. He was huge in ICW, so...
Yeah? Was he big? Okay. Absolute quality. And it was just... But then I was wondering, why is he tagging with Kendrick? Because is he predominantly a heel? He's not, is he?
Again, it's raw creative, bruv.
Okay.
It's like, yeah, we'll send a Scottish guy out there. The crowd won't know who he is.
Yeah. And
we're not in Glasgow, we're in Glasgow. That's nowhere near Glasgow.
So by association, Dar and Kendrick were the faces in this match against the heel team of Swan and Cara, and because they got booed. In fact, actually, the crowd were a little bit apart from
Sin Cara got booed a little bit.
Yeah, the conclusion of this match, Swan rolled up Kendrick for another victory over Brian Kendrick. I think that's twice now, or possibly 3 times. No, twice. That he's actually got the victory over him.
I think he beat Kendrick in a 6-man as well, didn't he? Or no, was that 6-man against someone else? That was against Nice and all those guys, wasn't it? Yeah.
That's right, yeah. There was the one-on-one match just before the Kendrick won the Hell in a Cell.
So Swan's definitely number 1 contender, isn't he?
Absolutely, yeah. But we won't be seeing that at Survivor Series. We know that.
No.
Yes, because we'll come on to that a little later when we talk about the blue corner.
The blue team.
But then the blue team. But Kendrick lays into Noam Dar. He starts verbally abusing him. Yeah. And then he attacks him. And then Noam Dar comes back and gets his own back.
Yeah.
But again, so Kendrick gets his heat back, which was...
Yeah.
But then and Dar got this huge pop again.
Yeah. Yeah, it was good. That part of it was good. And then it made sense why they put Dar with Kendrick.
Yeah.
To begin with, you were just like, what are you doing?
It was very confusing, yeah.
Yeah, but then at the end it was like, now it makes sense, okay.
Yeah.
But let's be honest about it. Noam Dar, this was just done for the Scottish crowd. I don't think this is going to be a thing going forward. In fact, you might not even see Noam Dar again on Raw.
Mate, if we are judging by Neville and Jinder Mahal, we're never going to see him again. Well, he'll probably appear at the Royal Rumble or something.
Well, Jinder's got to wait till they go to India before he makes an appearance, so...
That's true, yeah.
You should come to TNA and do the Shira Shuffle.
Oh, dear. So, Bob...
Why not stick the Bollywood boys with Jinder Mahal?
Yeah, that could work.
Yeah.
Why not? But then Jinder Mahal's not really part of the cruiserweights, is he?
Yeah, but he could have his cruiserweight like J&J security type thing going on. His fun little clown jester guys to help him out.
You just want the Asians to be together, don't you? Why don't you throw Kali in there as well?
If you're going to go with the stereotypes, then you know what I mean. Once you've gone Asian, you don't go Caucasian.
I had a T-shirt that said that.
Did you?
You know that, and it was like written in Chinese letters, kind of thing, but in English. And I got so many dodgy looks when I wore that out there. It's just like, whoa, okay, maybe I need to retire this top.
Probably thinking, wait, is he Japanese?
Yeah, I know, right? Not that type of Asian. Me Asian.
We always get left out, don't we, bruv?
I know, right? As soon as you say Asian, they go, oh, what, Chinese? Do I look Chinese, bro?
I was watching the BBC when they were doing the Trump stuff, yeah, Trump v Clinton. And they were doing the white vote and the black vote and the Hispanic vote. There was no Asian vote.
Where's the brown vote?
There was like 7% of the people missing. And that was us. Hey. That was our lot, or the mixture of people that are left, whoever they are. You know?
Brown lives matter, okay?
We're always told politically that we're black. I used to get told this by black people, man. They used to tell me politically you're black. And I'm like, no, I'm not. Don't tell me what I am.
Well, when I'm hanging out with my black friends, technically I'm black. Because I start talking like I normally wouldn't be talking. In it, bruv.
That's like rude boy, in it, bruv. What are you saying, bruv? What are you saying to me, bruv?
I know they listen to this as well, so I'm going to get some stick later for calling them my black friends.
I have black friends too. I'm not racist, honest.
Yeah. Oh dear. Wow, this has been a seriously racially motivated show so far.
Well, and the weird thing is, you've got people going out in the streets getting upset about it now, yeah? In LA and Oakland. We've seen all that.
Yes, I've seen some of it on the news.
Now, could you imagine if it was the other way around, if it was Trump supporters doing all that? could you imagine the amount of news it would get and how much racial tension it? So why these people that they talk about being good-natured people, for everyone, equality and all that. They talk about democracy. And then when things don't go their way, they go out there and they start smashing the place up.
I didn't realise they were smashing the place up. I thought they were protesting in the streets.
I think it started off protesting.
I didn't realise it.
And then they started it off as a protest, and then I think it just got, a few drinks too many, and it got a bit out of hand,
That's just stupidity. That's just idiots.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, and I'm sure it's a minority, but the people that have been protesting...
An ethnic minority?
An ethnic minority, yeah. Bro, they're on their way to Canada. Did you hear about the Canada immigration website went crashed?
It crashed, yeah.
Yeah, that's hilarious, man. That's so funny.
I think KO and Jericho hacked into the system to block them all. You're not going on the list!
Yeah. Oh, dear. Okay, so... the next segment we see on Raw is a video package for Goldberg and Brock. I'm not going to talk much about it. It happened. We're going to see another one later. This one was from the perspective of Goldberg, apparently. And the later one will be from the perspective of Brock Lesnar. It did nothing for anything. Did you want to say anything about it? Did it sell you on the match at Survivor Series at all? Do you give a fuck?
Oldberg. I like the fact Brock spoke in this. This was good.
Yeah,
and he said something about don't let your kids watch, don't let your wife watch.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna fucking kill you. And I was like, yeah. Now I want to see this fight because I want to see you fucking killing Brock. And you better do it as well. I'll come up, kill you myself. I kill you first.
Thing is Bob's talking literally.
I kill you first, bruv. I kill you first.
Oh God! Wow. Just while we're on this topic, do you think it's gonna be the main event of Survivor Series?
I was kind of hoping it wouldn't be, but after the fifth man debacle on Smackdown, it's going to be Lesnar and Goldberg main eventing.
Yeah.
Unless we get a Soul Survivor match.
I don't think we will, because I've been thinking about this.
Probably not.
I've been thinking about it a lot, and I don't see how it's going to work.
Unless you do the winners of all the matches, if it's Raw Smackdown throughout the whole night, and then they go on to the Raw and Smackdown teams. Because you're going to have 2 title matches, aren't you? So.
Oh yeah, that's true. I didn't think of that. Yeah.
I suppose they're going to have the whole thing on Raw next week with all 4 GMs and whatever they're called now, commissioners.
Absolutely, it still could happen.
Yeah, maybe. Possibly.
But possibly.
Yeah,
possibly. Anyway, backstage we see Stephanie McMahon. She's on the phone as she invites, as you say, Shane to Raw next week. But then she's interrupted by Sami Zayn. Steph calls him irritating. I thought, oh wow, okay.
All right, I thought you said Uber for Miss McMahon.
Yeah, that's what she was calling. That guy's quick.
He's quick, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Uber for Mrs. McMahon. Oh dear. Yeah, and then, so she kind of killed him, man, when she called him irritating, and then she dissed his ska music. I hate that ska music, just FYI. I completely agree with her. I hate it. But
what ska music you mean? Oh, let's go.
I have no idea what that was, but was that supposed to be Sami Zayn's entrance?
I was trying to skank, but I couldn't do it in time. So.
But then she basically, apparently, Foley set up Sami Zayn to be the number 1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship at Survivor Series. But Stephanie wasn't happy with this decision by Foley, so she set up instead a number 1 contenders match tonight on Raw between Sami and Rusev.
Yeah.
Yeah, and at this point I was like, sweet!
And then I thought, but Rusev's not getting a segment.
Yes, there was that. But at this precise moment, I didn't think of that. I just thought, sweet,
bruv, apparently, if you're in a segment with Stephanie McMahon, she's giving you the rub, right? Just remember that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Aha.
Maybe a back rub. Maybe a little foot rub.
Somebody's horny.
That's the devil talking.
The next segment on Raw, Bob, is one that had some mixed emotions, I think, from reading people's tweets and also myself included. But I think we have differing opinions on this, and this is the tag team segment on Raw. And so we see Enzo and Cass, Doc and Carl, the Golden Truth, Cesaro and Sheamus, and the New Day all in the ring. And there was a really, really cool bit with the New Day where Big E did the quote from Braveheart, where he did the whole "just one chance to come back here and tell our enemies that they may take our lives, but they'll never take our freedom."
Was that a Hispanic accent? What's going on?
Scottish. I knew you know.
I think you need to build a wall around yourself.
They'll never take our freedom.
don't repeat it when it was terrible. Take free.
And they'll never take our freedom.
This is like that Triple H advert, yeah? Remember they did that Triple H advert ages ago?
Which one?
Remember when they were all pretending to be different movie things, and he did Braveheart, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Triple H, take 4.
And then they came back like an hour later, and then they did like take 127. Yeah. What was your thoughts on this segment? Because it was mad, man. You had so many tag teams. You had.
I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was hilarious, but I really don't remember a lot of it. I just remember them coming out like you said, dressed up in skirts, tartan skirts. Because they weren't kilts.
No, yeah. I thought they saved it because I thought prior to that the interaction between the guys in the ring was a bit. I don't know, it was a bit dead. Sheamus was kind of funny when he was playing on the whole.
Sheamus and Cesaro were great in it. I thought they did really well. I thought Enzo and Kaz were the ones who came across as cheesy, like they always do.
As always, that's their thing, isn't it?
And the club will be in the kids in the corner who don't want to play. I'm not playing your silly games.
The one thing that Cesaro made me laugh with was that he said, I could be the third guy in your team. You know, because they're all bald.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. That's quality.
Oh, man. And so we see the match here between New Day versus Doc and Carl. It's actually a really good match, actually. Yeah, it was short, but it was actually pretty cool. And we get a clean finish when we get the Magic Killer to Big E, and Carl Anderson picks up the pin, which was sweet, man. I was so happy with that.
It was too sweet, bruv.
It was too sweet. But the other thing is, Bob, the crowd was so dead during this match.
They were. I mean, it
was like a pin. You could hear a pin drop, man. They weren't invested in it whatsoever. Was it because there was so much interaction at the beginning that it was the match that preceded it was just too much for them, or I don't know.
I don't think. I mean, what generally happens when they come over here is they don't give us much wrestling. They've never given us much wrestling.
That's true. They usually
it's usually all storylines, and you usually see all the roster guys that you don't normally see.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
And that's usually what we get. This is why I don't go to these shows, because, it doesn't really...
I remember me and you went to see Smackdown. Do you remember? We went to see Smackdown. I think it was was it Docklands? And then...
XL,
that was it. And me and you went... I think it was a house show. I don't think it was being recorded. I don't think it was on TV. And I remember halfway through, me and you went and got a beer, and we sat.
Yeah.
And we sat during outside, and we were having a beer, just chatting to some wrestling people. And then for about half hour, then we went back in.
Well, we missed a good match as well, didn't we?
I think it was.
Did we miss
Eddie Guerrero against Big Show.
No,
was it Eddie G against Big Show?
It was
Or was it Heidenreich?
It was Los Guerreros against Eminem, I think, that we missed.
Wow, that's a killer memory you've got there, man.
Yeah. Do you remember the main event from that night?
It was Big Show against Guerrero, wasn't it?
Nope.
You serious?
You don't remember? You don't remember? We were doing dueling chants, mate. I was chanting for one guy, you were chanting for the other guy.
Oh, you put me on the spot now, right on air as well. It must have been Cena.
No.
Go on, tell me.
It was Kurt Angle versus Taker.
Fuck, was it really?
Yep. And you were chanting "Let's go Taker" with the rest of the crowd, and I was chanting for Angle all on my own. And I didn't care. And this little kid next to me was giving me evils, and I just didn't care.
That's because you go against the grain.
I said, "Why are you giving me evils, little kid? Undertaker's a fucking demon, bruv. You should be cheering on the American hero. That's what you should be doing. Don't tell me I'm in the wrong here."
Oh dear. Oh wow. You know what? I completely forgot about that. Fuck, I thought it was ADG against Big Show was the main event.
Those are the only two matches I remember on the night. The match we actually missed because there was a title change that night. Whoever came in as champions didn't leave as champions, and we just caught the end of it. And we were like, why have they got the titles? And someone next to us told us what happened. We're like, or maybe there was a title change on a previous show. So
and then it changed back. Yeah. That might have been the tag team titles.
Joe, it could have been team. Why am I thinking Team Angle now as well? Team Angle could have been in the mix there as well.
Might have been. I remember Heidenreich was there.
I don't remember that. I don't remember things like that. Why would I remember Heidenreich?
Because I remember his chant. Let's go Heidenreich.
Yeah, but why would I want to remember that?
I don't know. He was pretty cool.
Surely there's more important things for the space in my brain.
I kind of liked him, man.
Wow, that says a lot.
We see Golden Truth backstage, and they apparently have traded their spot at Survivor Series for timeshares from Epico and Primo. And at the time, I thought, one, it was kind of funny, but I thought, what? This is ridiculous. It's like, what are they doing?
Had to be Truth as well, didn't it?
Yeah, I know.
Had to be true. Truth's always the stupid one, isn't he? And he was like, yeah, we're going to get some rest and relaxation. We won't be at Survivor Series because we'll be here in the Caribbean.
At the time, I thought, what are they doing? What is this about? Because they were just in the ring with the, that whole setup, and now they've done this. I didn't think at the time they were setting up a match between the two teams.
Yeah, you could see it coming.
I should have done, really. Sorry, I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
We see another video package for Goldberg and Brock, this time from the perspective of Brock Lesnar, and we find out during this interaction that next week they're going to go face-to-face on Monday Night Raw. So, are you looking forward to the face-to-face between the two?
Well, it's the only opportunity Goldberg's got to go over Brock Lesnar, isn't it? This is his. He better enjoy this night.
True.
Because he might not make it through the next morning.
Oh, man. Yeah. Well, I hope so, anyway.
We won't see him again, mate. He'll be gone.
No, I think we're going to see him. I think we're going to see him for a little while, yeah.
I don't think we will.
I hope you're right.
I think it's going to be so bad, yeah. Because Lesnar's going to have to carry him, and that's not a good thing.
No, that's not a good thing, yeah.
For Goldberg, it's not a good thing.
So, oh dear.
So that's right, I'm going to do this and you bump. I'm going to do this and you bump. I'm going to do this and you bump. You can try this, but you're not going to get it, and I'm going to make you bump. That's what the whole match is going to be, and I'm going to love it.
Oh, man, he's got to earn his money. Goldberg.
Well, as long as he goes 5 minutes, he'll have earned his money.
Fucking hell, main event as well.
Yeah, it's likely it's going to be the main event.
Oh dear. Backstage, we see Kevin Owens and Y2J, and they're discussing Braun Strowman about getting them on their side to join the Best Friends. And I love it because Y2J just storms into Braun Strowman's dressing room. Like, he's just like really furious, like a little angry kid. And Kevin Owens is trying to take the more subtle approach. And it was, they did a whole back and forth. But Braun Strowman basically said that he is on Team Braun and he will not be joining the two Best Friends. What was your thoughts on this segment?
Yeah, Jericho outshining everyone again.
Absolutely. When Braun Strowman said to him, "What are you going to do? Put me on your little list?" It's not a little list.
It's not a little list.
Yeah. Oh, man, I love Jericho. Just put him on the show, just the whole 3 hours. Just Chris Jericho all day long.
All day, every day.
All day, every day. We see a video package for Emelina, who's coming soon. And so was I. I want to see those pictures. Oh, dear.
Emelina sounds too like Semolina, doesn't it?
I love semolina.
Really? I never liked Semolina. I don't know why.
Have Emelina and semolina together.
It's weird. I like rice pudding, but I didn't like Semolina.
It's nice, man.
It's pretty much the same.
In it.
Pretty much the same thing, isn't it?
Nah, man. The texture is completely different.
Yeah. Maybe I just went to the wrong school, bro. That's what it was.
What school gave out semolina?
Sometimes they gave us pink custard, and it smelled like perfume.
That's because the dinner lady lost her bottle of perfume in the.
No, I think it was some of that. What was that pink gloopy stuff you used to get to clean the drains out and stuff?
Oh God!
That's where.
The Drano or something.
Yeah, it used to smell like that, bro. It was nasty.
Oh, it sounds like a really posh.
But then
you went to there.
Yeah, posh my ass. East London, bruv. It's not there anymore. They fucking knocked it down, didn't they? West Ham built their stand, knocked down my bloody school, and now they fucked off to the Olympic Stadium, the bastards. Don't get me started on him.
Fucking hell, your school was right behind Upton Park.
It's right next to it, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
You didn't stand a chance, did you? Fucking hell.
You start at the bottom, you end at the bottom.
You live at the bottom. You eat the bottom.
You bottom feeder.
Oh dear. The next match we see on Raw is the match that was set up because R-Truth got the timeshares. So we see the Golden Truth against the Shining Stars. And this match was nothing to write home about, but the surprising outcome was that the Shining Stars win. Primo rolled up Goldust, had his foot on the rope, but then now the Shining Stars are part of Team Raw.
Yeah.
Are you surprised by this at all?
I am. It was weird because like when they announced like the 5 teams that were going to be on New Day's side, I was like, oh good, the Shining Stars are in the team. But somehow they made it in there.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of glad for them. To be fair. But at the time, I was thinking, "Oh, great! They picked Golden Truth. Yeah, don't have to worry about the Shining Stars being on there." And then,
what's your beef with the Shining Stars?
No, I don't have a beef with them. But I was just like, it just looked like it doesn't. They're there to just lose, aren't they? I know Golden Truth were as well, but at least we would have maybe got something little funny, some funny moment with them too. We're not going to get that with the Shining Stars, are we? They're just going to make a job. They'll probably be the first team out.
More than likely. They snuck in through the back door. So.
I like Primo, and Epico's coming on like big time. He's getting so much more confident. So I hope they go somewhere with it, but they're not. That's the problem.
No, they're not. They're absolutely not. But you never know. You could be surprised. They could be the last team.
It ain't going to happen. I bet you it's not.
Yeah, I'm not taking you up on that bet.
Are you sure?
I'm certain, yes.
You sure you don't want to buy some stocks in some Puerto Rican real estate that I've got?
Yeah. Talk to me after the show. We'll have a...
All right.
Show me. You can fax me over your brochures.
I will. I've got a bridge for sale as well.
A bridge?
Yeah.
Wow. What bridge is that, Bob?
It's called the Trump Bridge.
You keep it.
You can burn it down, bruv. Because we love burning them bridges.
Oh, dear. Oh, God. Oh, man. We see Michael Cole in the ring. He introduces team captain Charlotte, who then introduces Nia Jax, Alicia Fox, and Bayley. And I love this. We'll get to the fifth person in a moment.
I hate Michael Cole, though.
Yeah.
There's no reason for him to be there. There's no reason for him to be there. He's a Wally, man.
But do you know what I loved about this so much was how over Bayley was. A bit too over. That was awesome though. Hey, Bayley.
But I hated that Cole was given a little bit before each person came out, and it's like he's introducing Bayley. She's one of the most over people in NXT. Like everybody loves her, and you're like, fuck off, Michael Cole. Just fuck off. You know what is wrong with you? This girl's more over than you will ever be. Right?
Absolutely. But he's just doing his job, man.
No, that's fine if you want to do it with Nia Jax. You don't have to do that with Bayley. You don't have to do it with Sasha, and you don't have to do it with Charlotte. You don't even have to do it with Alicia Fox, either.
He's just putting over the team, man. Jeez, give him a break.
He's a wanker.
I know he sucks.
He's a wanker. I hate him.
But anyway, moving on from Michael Cole. What did you think of the crowd with Bayley, man? That was awesome.
Yeah.
They were singing. Oh man, it was awesome. She tried to talk over them, but it wasn't going to happen. She's so over.
She should have let it play out and play to the crowds. And she did a nice little line, but it didn't work. She went, "I'm so happy that you guys are happy to see me, but I really have something important to say, and
Yeah.
and I hope you'll be happy about that too." And then she went to say it, and they were just carrying on like as if she weren't talking. And I was thinking, at what point, like, you're cheering for the person that you're now stopping from talking?
Yeah.
Like, at what point does your chanting become detrimental to the situation?
Yeah.
You know? And fair enough, Charlotte tried, and they're not listening to her, because every time you ask someone to shut up, they're just going to do it even longer. Let's be honest about it.
Especially the Scots.
yeah. They don't need a reason.
But then they announced the fifth person, who is Dana Brooke.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not.
Oh, why not?
And she comes down to the ring, and I was like, "Oh, you're joking. It's not Dana Brooke, is it?"
Oh.
And I thought, luckily, it's not Dana Brooke. It's Charlotte. It's Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks comes down to the ring.
It should have been Dana Brooke.
That's a bit cold.
She's the best worker in that whole division.
Wow, you've changed your tune.
Well,
But then, but Sasha she interacts well with the crowd because they continue to sing, and then so she sings along with them, and then that satisfied them, and then they stopped singing.
She was the professional in all of this.
Yeah.
She was the professional. She was the one. She went, right, if I can't beat them, join them. She did an Randy Orton, but we didn't need 90 seconds of silence before we got that line. And yeah, she said, yeah, carried on singing, with them, and they appreciate the fact that they were being acknowledged, which is what they wanted to be, was acknowledged. That's what Bayley needed to learn, how to acknowledge the fans. And
she did acknowledge them, actually. She did.
She did, but she did it in a very kind of, you could tell by her body language, she was like, she had her lines in her head and she just wanted to get it out. Do you know what I mean?
I know. That's what it was. She's been told.
It's all a new situation for her, doing it all live, so, you know what I mean? It's, it's going to take a little while to get used to it, but, yeah.
Absolutely. Charlotte says that Sasha is no longer the boss after she lost to her at Hell in a Cell. Obviously Sasha says, I am still the boss, but then...
I thought Bruce Springsteen was the boss.
he is the boss, actually, yeah.
That's right. Damn it.
This sets up a 6-women tag match between Fox, Bayley and Sasha versus Nia Jax, Dana Brooke and Charlotte. Now, this match is actually pretty cool, actually. I liked it. But the conclusion of this match, we see Charlotte hit Nia with the boot accidentally, possibly to cause some tension between their team. But then Bayley hit the Bayley to belly on Charlotte, and she pins the champion, and the crowd went fucking mental.
Yeah, they did.
It was awesome. It was such a good pop. I love it. She's so over. She's probably more over here than she is in America.
Oh, she's over in America as well. It's just...
Absolutely, but that pop was something else, man.
Yeah, it was,
wow.
But do you agree with the booking, though?
What, with Bayley pinning Charlotte?
Yeah. If Bayley's going to be the underdog, should she be pinning the champion right now?
But then what it shows is that she isn't the weak link, as Charlotte keeps referring to her. So,
but she could have showed that at Survivor Series by Charlotte's side.
Could have done, absolutely. But I think at Survivor Series they're probably going to make Nia look huge, and probably she's going to be the one.
And did she have to pin Charlotte as well?
I think it's nice that she got the victory over the champion.
Wouldn't it have been better for her to just pin Dana?
No, because we've seen that.
It's a 6-person tag, and it doesn't mean anything. It has no meaning.
Absolutely has no meaning, but then this pin gives Bayley, a little satin for later down the line.
A little satin, yeah?
A little satin that she actually got the victory.
I got a little something for ya. And gee, I'll give you just 3 guesses to figure out just what it is.
Is it Little G?
No. We're back there again.
Is it Big G? Is it my penis?
No comment. I think it's time to move on.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
What was the answer?
I can't remember the question.
Alright, fair play. Oh, man. Backstage, we see Seth Rollins, and he gets asked why he joined the team. He says not many people like him, but to be fair, he doesn't like them either. He says that he was promised future opportunities, and I hate this. I hate this. So, future opportunities. What is it, motherfucker?
Who's offered future opportunities?
Seth Rollins.
All right.
Yeah.
Maybe the love triangle's back on.
Future opportunities with... Wow. Oh, man. The Braun Strowman pops by, and he says that he's never liked him.
As you do. Just pops by.
As you do.
Yeah.
You know, he's walking past.
Yeah.
And he says he's never liked Seth Rollins, and that he's going to snap him in half like a twig. And I thought, okay, that's a bit harsh. Seth Rollins' face was like, whoa, okay. I guess another guy that doesn't like me. What's your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I don't know, man. It doesn't really do anything for me, but I don't really like the way they're making Rollins a face. It's not really. Don't feel the need to get behind him at all, which is strange because I really like Rollins.
Yeah, I love Rollins. He's quality, man. When he was missing, I was fucking counting the days down to when he returned. But this face turn hasn't really been cemented.
No,
as a face turn, has it? It's kind of been...
He's in limbo at the moment, isn't he?
Yeah, so you're drawing out this face turn really like long, and I don't know how you're going to cement it.
It's Triple H, isn't it?
Yeah, but then when Triple H returns, he's going to get cheers.
Is he?
It's Triple H, man. He's off screen for ages as well.
Yeah, but will he get cheers if he comes down and stops something from happening? Do people care enough about Seth Rollins? That's the question right now. Because right now I feel like he's losing what he once had. It looked like he could be like the next Triple H, you know?
I think you're absolutely right to say that he's in limbo at the moment.
Yeah.
That's it. That's a perfect term because there isn't no reason to care at the moment because he was a great heel. He had that momentum and then you turned him face with the slowest face turn ever. And you haven't done it well, really.
Nope.
And so Triple H thing has to happen, and it hopefully will happen at Survivor Series.
We need to have Rollins and Steph get it on. That's what we need to do, bruv. If those two get it on, that will intrigue everyone, and then Triple H has to come back.
Explain getting it on.
Let's get it on. Let's get it on.
Do a little dance, make a little love. Get down tonight.
Get down tonight.
Oh, man. The next match we see, Bob, is going to be Rusev versus Sami Zayn. So Lana introduces Rusev, and now she says, I ask you, America, to put your hand on your heart. Now, this is dummy.
Dummy, yeah.
Are you Irish?
That was an American trying to be a Russian.
Bitches, that's what you put your hand on your heart there, fella.
But Bob, this is dummy of the week. Surely she did not mean to say America. She got it wrong, didn't she?
Did she?
She forgot that she was in Scotland.
Oh right, that's true.
As she said,
I forgot we were in Scotland.
She said, I ask you America. And it's just like, whoa, wait a second. You fucked up there. Big time, man. She started it out because she just continued. But, like, I'm sure that was a fail.
Go for it, man. If you want to call it out, call it out.
That is dummy. That's dummy of the week for me, man.
Dummy!
Dummy, yeah.
Dummy!
Dummy, yeah.
Yeah!
And Rusev's had a shave. What's he done? He doesn't look like Wolverine anymore.
He's going for the clean cut, bro. He got a new Remington Steel.
He did.
Tried it out, you know.
I like that beard. He looked pretty cool.
Maybe we're on the way to a face turn for Rusev.
I did say this.
Maybe that's why he got rid of the beard. I don't know. Doesn't look like it, but here we
go. Again, this match wasn't for Rusev. This wasn't a match to write home about. Nothing really stood out for me apart from the finish. Sami Zayn went over Rusev here, Bob.
Yeah.
He hit the haluva kick.
Halloumi kick.
Sorry, the halloumi kick, the cheesy kick. Yeah. While Rusev was perched on the top rope.
He almost took Rusev's ear off, man. Seriously.
It was botched, wasn't it? It was such a weird ending to the match.
It was. I think Rusev turned the right way. If he turned the opposite way, I think Zayn might have taken his ear off.
Yeah.
I don't think it was a botch. I think that was meant to be the spot, but
it just didn't look clean. It didn't. It wasn't right. There was something definitely not right about it.
No, it wasn't good.
So I thought I had to rewind it, and I thought, did he actually connect? And when I saw it, it's like, okay, he just about connected, but didn't look like how he wanted to connect. And but Sami Zayn goes over Rusev, man. Rusev has lost to Roman Reigns. He's been jackhammered by Goldberg, and now he's lost to the Uber driver, Sami Zayn.
Oh, mate, what's going on?
What has happened?
Maybe Rusev can ask Sami Zayn if he could get him a job at Uber.
Yeah. Mate, anybody could be an Uber driver. You could be Uber driver. You don't have a car and a license.
Alright, I'll just carry people on my back.
That's what I've been doing anyway with you.
I'm used to doing the donkey work around here.
Yeah. Oh dear. Well, what was your thoughts on Sami Zayn winning? Are you happy? Are you looking forward to Dolph versus Sami?
I just want Rusev on the pay-per-view. Now
I know.
Now I'm not going to get him, am I? There's
got to be something.
All his chances are gone unless he loses about 70 kilos overnight and becomes a cruiserweight. Then maybe you could get on the pre-show.
Oh, God. What about, he did have that interaction with Goldberg. Can we possibly see him get involved in the main event?
Nah.
Don't see it happening?
Nah, not Rusev. There's no reason for him to get involved.
He got jackhammered and speared. No,
they should have. It would make more sense if Rusev got involved during the standoff between him and Lesnar.
Yeah, true.
And then maybe you could put that into the pay-per-view if you want to go. But he's going to have to get involved in that if we're going to see him on the pay-per-view.
I agree, yes. But also, I still think you could possibly get him involved.
Do you think they might just give us like a jobber? Well, Rusev's not a jobber to me, but do you think we might get like a jobber pre-show survival match? Like Rusev, Titus, Darren Young, those kind of guys.
Oh, man. If Rusev's a part of that...
Well, at least you know he's going to go over, bro.
I don't know. After these last three shows, jackhammered. He had the accolade locked in with a chain around his throat and still lost.
Not only did he get jackhammered, have you been watching the edits of that moment? It's almost as if Rusev isn't there, bruv.
Yeah.
It's like he's not there. Like you don't even know who he's jackhammering. You haven't got a clue. They showed a Heyman spear, but it's like they don't show Rusev coming in the ring or nothing, bruv. It's like delete.
Oh dear, Bob, we're at that time. We're at the main event of the evening, and it's scheduled for 1 fall, and it's a fatal 5-way match.
A 1 fall for a fatal 5-way match.
Oh, Colin. Oh man. So this match is obviously between the champion Kevin Owens, his best friend Y2J, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and Braun Strowman. Early doors in this match, we see the kendo stick. It's just like, holy shit, this could be a brutal match. It's like that. We see the kendo stick. We see a table come out. We see.
Bro, who used the kendo stick?
It was Seth Rollins.
And who did he use it on?
He used it on Braun Strowman, if I'm not...
Did you see him paste Braun Strowman with that kendo stick?
Yeah,
in the face and everything, bruv.
Yeah, he looked like worse for wears at the end of that.
Pasted him with that, bruv.
Oh, man. Mate. There was a really cool spot where all 4 guys attacked Braun Strowman. And Braun Strowman powered out. Yeah.
They always do that.
Make him look like a monster. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. That's Andre's Rumble spot. That is.
There was a moment. I know you love your signs, Bob. You're always commenting. But there was a moment where Kevin Owens saw a guy with a sign that says "I heart Roman Reigns," and then he grabbed it off him and ripped it up. Bob, that surely has to be a plug. That's got to be a mark. Surely.
I don't know, man.
A guy with a sign in the crowd, and then he started crying like really loudly, like "Hey!" It's like, oh man, it's like really.
Whether it was or it wasn't, it doesn't matter. It's still good.
It was still quality. Kevin Owens, mid beating him up, just grabs the sign and rips it up. Oh man, we see Seth powerbombed Y2J through Braun Strowman on the table, and it's just like, damn. Nice. Braun Strowman's taking a little punishment in this match.
Yeah, he looked strong in this match as well, though, man.
He did. He came out looking very good.
He kind of missed the end of the match, though, didn't he?
He missed the end of the match?
Yeah, he wasn't there for like the last 5 minutes of the match.
Yeah. Although he was, you're absolutely right. He was missing for ages.
Yeah, he was.
The conclusion of the match, we see Seth hit the pedigree to Y2J. At the same time, Roman Reigns hit the KO punch, the Superman punch to Kevin Owens, and inexplicably rolled out the ring when he did it. He's never done that before, but okay. And Kevin Owens landed on Y2J for the 1-2-3.
Yeah, this was a wicked. This was such a good ending.
I know.
And it was so well done by KO because no one saw it coming.
Absolutely.
Usually when he set that spot up, you'd see it coming a mile away, and no one saw that coming. That was so difficult to do that, bruv.
What, the timings of it? Yeah.
The timing of it. People think, alright, you just fall over, but to make it look like an accident, a complete accident. And
then not like reposition yourself.
Yeah.
like crawl over.
It's so good. It's such a good ending.
And it was absolutely right. I was completely believing that it was an accident. The only thing that I would say that I would have done differently here, this is just my perspective. I would have had Y2J. I would have had those two the opposite. I would have had Y2J fall on Kevin Owens.
Okay.
Because I think it would have just meant more. Especially Y2J getting the victory over the Universal Champion. You know, just to play on that a bit more.
Yeah, but at least if you do it this way, you can play it out better. Because Y2J is more likely to accept the fact there was an accident, whereas KO's less likely to accept that fact.
True. And and I suppose they've got to draw this out a bit longer.
Yeah, definitely.
So, that respect, yeah, but I love Y2J, man. I just want to see him win all the damn time.
And you haven't seen him win for ages, bro.
I know.
When was the last time we saw him win?
But even he doesn't need to, and he's so good that he just looks amazing each time. He's so good. So good.
Nah, he's quality.
Just an absolute legend, man.
Do you think that Kevin Owens is going on the list?
There's a strong possibility. I'm looking forward to finding out, man. But all in all, I actually really enjoyed this Raw.
Yeah, I did. For the most part, yeah.
I thought the guys in Scotland have had a really great show. And it was actually followed by a really great Smackdown, which we're going to talk about in a few moments. So, all in all, these guys in Scotland had a great show. I'm
glad they gave them the main event because they didn't give them a lot of wrestling on the show at all.
They didn't, absolutely didn't, yeah.
So
I know. When I look back through my notes, I thought, wow, it's only about 4 or 5 matches.
But it seems like Raw have taken a page out of SmackDown's book because SmackDown have been booking their show like this, where the main event is the most important match. It's the match that's going to get the most time. Whereas on Raw, you usually have like a 15-minute match with 3 breaks, like halfway through the show. And then the main event sometimes doesn't go very long at all.
Absolutely,
so
no, you're right, yeah.
Maybe they're taking a page out of SmackDown's book and actually building it so the main event is the most important thing on the show, which it should be.
Which it should be, absolutely. And it's basic, isn't it? It's not anything that's surprising to anybody. It's
not rocket science, bruv.
No, it's not at all. It's Wrestling 101 at the end of the day. It's what's got this company so far throughout all these years. So why change a winning formula, man? And SmackDown are doing it to a T. Raw just need to do the same. And the show was solid. Some bits I didn't like, but at the end of the day, it was character building and it was building towards Survivor Series as well.
Yeah, did we see Mick Foley? We didn't, did we?
No, he wasn't on the show. They announced right at the beginning, Stephanie.
That's a bit strange. He would have got a huge pop in England.
Absolutely, yeah. But I don't know, maybe...
Scotland.
Scotland, yeah. The UK.
Well, maybe not for much longer.
Yeah, for the time being.
Brexit.
Good old Brexit.
Brexit! It doesn't have the same ring as delete, does it?
No.
Do you think Matt Hardy should be paying Donald Trump a visit? Delete!
If only that was possible. That would be fantastic. So, Bob, What was your thoughts? Just briefly on Raw, I sort of told you that I was thoroughly impressed.
I wasn't thoroughly impressed. It was just a solid show, man. I didn't really like Stephanie McMahon and anything that she did. You know, she basically destroyed the 5 main guys and Sami Zayn in one show.
Yeah,
and I don't like that. So there we go. Maybe you like that sort of thing. Good luck to you.
I like it when women put me down. It's just a thing that I like.
Bruv, did you ever see Vince McMahon do this stuff?
What do you mean?
Run people down to that point where you make them look like trash compared to you, right?
What, with whole Kiss My Ass Club?
But then have no... yeah, but there's always a payoff to it. Vince McMahon always gets his comeuppance. Always. Yeah. Every single time. Yeah. Stephanie never does unless she's going against Vicky Guerrero. Do you know what I mean?
True, yeah.
So that's just why I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
I know what you're saying, but who's to say that...
She should do that stuff in the women's division. That'd be much better, because then at least you can get a payoff out of it.
But what I'm going to say is who knows? The comeuppance is probably still to come. They're just building on it.
To who?
When it does come, I don't know. It could happen. It's got to happen. It's got to happen. You can't... It has to happen.
Someone needs to put her through a table. Like Dixie Carter. Yeah.
And that could cement Seth Rollins' face turn.
Will it? If you're relying on that to cement a face turn, that's not a good plan.
Hey, the Dudleys fucking relied on it.
Yeah, but like putting a woman through a table is still not, you know what I mean, considered a good thing. And,
really?
I don't think Steph's really that hated. Dixie had created her characters to the point where she was super hated. Sensational Sherry would do the same. She was super hated when the Warrior put his paws on her. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think Steph's at that point. She just slaps people and talks down to them.
Absolutely. She's not at that point right now, but then if Seth Rollins does start the feud with Triple H, then I'm pretty sure that she's going to be siding with her husband. And so, you never know.
I don't see it happening.
It's not like she hasn't been put through a table before.
No, but I think at best you'll see her get pedigreed.
Sorry?
At best you'll see her get pedigreed.
Yeah. Well, she got pedigreed through a table by Triple H.
Who? Steph?
Triple H pedigreed her through a table.
How long ago was that?
That was a long time ago.
Yeah,
but
it's not going to happen
anymore. It was during that whole angle where she got married to Tess.
It's the PC era. Yeah, don't forget.
Yeah, with Donald Trump in charge, yeah. That fucking shit went out the window, bro. When the majority of America voted for Trump.
Well, at the end of the day, it was their choice, man. You got to respect their choice. You got to respect democracy. If you believe in populism, which I don't, which is why I don't vote for anyone or anything. I don't understand the concept of voting for someone who I've never met. I don't understand that concept. It makes no sense to me.
I agree. I know what you mean. It's hard. Yeah, I know.
How can I know what kind of person you are if I've never met you? And all I've got to go on is what the television thinks of you or what the internet thinks of you.
Unfortunately, you have to, because he's not going to go around to each individual person. You've got to...
Well, then he's not going to get my vote.
Maybe you should have made the effort to go and find him.
Why do I need to make the effort? Uh-huh. He wants my vote. I don't want to vote for this person. I don't care about voting for anyone. If you want my vote, give me a reason to vote for you. You know?
He gave you a reason. He wants to get all Muslims and he wants to build a wall between Mexico.
Are you talking about Trump now?
Yeah.
I can't vote for Trump. What are you talking about?
I know. I just thought you were playing an American.
No. What? If I was playing an American, I'd put an American accent on, wouldn't I? Yeehaw!
What? Really? He's from Wales, is he?
Yeah. Shropshire, actually. Not far.
Oh, dear. So, Bob, let's move on.
What should we move on to? Should we talk some NXT?
Yeah. Cool.
Just going to quickly talk about the Dusty Classic, because we pretty much saw all the quarterfinals this week on the Tag Team Classic.
Yeah, I know, I saw it.
Yeah. But, bro, just be honest with people, you know what I mean? It's your own fault. You put yourself into these positions. No one does it for you. So.
What position?
That position. You know that position you like. You love it. Yeah.
Yes, okay. I haven't had a chance to catch up with NXT, but I will be doing it this weekend.
Come on, little piggy. Do that position for me right now.
Okay, this just took a turn for the worse. This went south really quickly. I don't know what this show is anymore, man.
Anyway, NXT. I was trying to look for a segue, but I couldn't find one. And we had... I got to remember now off top of my head what happened. We had Authors of Pain against someone. They won. Can't remember who it was. We had TM61 was supposed to go against Aries and Strong, really Strong, but Aries has got an injury, sadly, and it looks like he's broken his eye socket.
Are you fucking serious?
No, he has.
How the fuck did he break his eye socket? Did somebody clock him?
Because he's working with jabronis in NXT. That's why.
Damn, who did it?
I don't know, but they're a jabroni, whoever it is.
Oh dear.
Yeah, all these green guys, man. This is why Atami's injured as well. Same reason. All these green guys in NXT, they got to work. It's pathetic, really.
Any idea how long he's going to be off screen for?
More than likely, we won't see him at TakeOver. More than likely.
Damn.
Although, because that was pre-taped, I don't know. Maybe he's got a little bit more time to play with. I don't know.
Yeah.
But as a result, they were supposed to face TM61, and it turned into a one-on-one match instead. Strong against, I believe, Thorn. And this was a really, really good match. This was the best match I've seen on NXT in a long time, bruv. A long time.
Yeah?
Yeah. Really
Sweet.
good match from both guys. Strong lost. Already lost, man. What's going on? His first singles match and he loses. But yeah, Thorn looked pretty good, to be fair to him. But obviously, because Aries has got the injury, it makes sense to put TM61 over. So I understand why they did it.
Yeah.
So TM61 are going to move on in the tournament. But then they did another injury angle, which I didn't like as much. Because we were supposed to get Team DIY versus the Revival, which was a match I was really, really looking forward to. And I can't remember which one it is. The one who reminds me of Arn Anderson.
Oh.
You got Dawson.
Yeah.
And the other guy.
Yeah.
I never know which one's which.
He's so much shorter than him, though, isn't he?
He is. He's the shortest one. He's got Napoleonic syndrome, but he's really good. He's like Arn Anderson. He reminds me of Arn Anderson, but he pretends that he's got an injury, so he can't take part in this match. So therefore, they're going to have to forfeit. So they just forfeited, and we didn't even get the match.
After all, wow. Okay.
Yeah, and Team DIY goes straight through. And the other match was Ibushi and TJP against Sanity. And Sanity went over, which we kind of expected, really.
Yeah.
So that's your semi-finals. TM61 against Sanity and Authors of Pain against Team DIY. Any ideas on who do you think might win? I don't know any spoilers, so I have no idea.
Yeah, neither do I. But I would have thought it would have been Sanity, especially with the whole recent introduction.
You would think if they're going to put one of the teams over, it's going to be Sanity or Authors of Pain.
Yeah.
Because they're the two who probably need it the most.
Yeah.
But because it's the Dusty Classic, do you think they'll give it to Team DIY?
Why? Because the face.
Just because you've got established names. Because Finn and Joe won it, the first one, didn't they?
Yeah, that's true.
So if you give it to Gargano and Ciampa, you know they're going to be sticking around for a while.
Absolutely, yeah. Maybe, yeah, that would be cool. I'll be happy with that.
Or they could put TM61 over.
They're probably out of these four, the ones that I'm not really too hot on.
I got to be honest, that singles match made me. I agree with you. I think they're just like tag team number 61
Yeah,
on the game.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like fucking generic as fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that Thorn guy had a really, really good match with Roddy. And Roddy's a great worker anyway. So,
yeah.
But yeah, he was really able to keep up with Roddy. So
I really like the Authors of the Pain though.
Yeah.
They could be a little battering ram when they get called up.
Yeah, they could be something, but they're not nowhere near ready yet.
Doesn't mean anything.
No, it doesn't.
Naya, Enzo.
Yeah. I think they need to have Paul Ellering talk a bit more as well. He doesn't say enough for a manager.
Yeah. It's just the outside presence.
Yeah. And
I'm going to be catching up with it all NXT this weekend. I've got nothing to do this weekend, so I'm going to be good 3 or 4 hours of NXT.
Cool. We also had TNA, but I can't really remember what happened in TNA. It wasn't as good as the previous week. I think we got quite a lot of title matches, but nothing changed hands as far as I'm aware. As far as I can remember. The main event was Eddie Edwards and Bobby Lashley, and Edwards won again. And we had the tag team match with the Hardys and that new group I was talking about, the DOC or DCC or whatever they're called. The guys with the white masks on.
Oh yeah, that stole your gimmick. Yeah.
But yeah, we still don't know who any of them are. I'm sure if I went on the net and found out I could, but
you don't want to do that.
I don't want to.
I hate that. I used to do it when I was younger, dirt sheets, and I hated it.
Yeah.
I liked it at the time, but then I thought, why am I doing this?
It's ruining
I'm actually spoiling the show for myself, like a moron.
You do.
It's just like, why would I do that? Yeah.
Yeah, because obviously, like TNA's taped till the end of the year, so
Yeah.
Yeah,
You could find.
I could find out spoilers for the next 2 months if I wanted to.
Yeah. I think the one time that I did it and it pissed me off was when the Undertaker returned with that, the American Badass gimmick, and I think it was at Judgment Day, and they had all these promos leading up to it, like the with the little girl singing. And obviously it was going to be The Undertaker, but I didn't realise it was going to be this whole new gimmick. And then I thought afterwards, that would have been pretty cool if I didn't realise and it happened and I saw it live and I was, I would have just been genuinely surprised. But I kind of knew because I saw people taking pictures before the show of like The Undertaker dressed up in a leather jacket and a shirt, that jean shirt, and it was just like, okay. I ruined it for myself like a moron. Moron.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of the American Badass gimmick, if I'm honest.
I kind of liked it. I thought it was something different for him, and like his whole entrance at Judgment Day that year. I can't remember what year it was now, but it was pretty awesome, man. The motorcycle when he came down, he cleaned out DX, and then I think it was Shawn Michaels was the guest referee between Triple H and The Rock, and
What music did he have? Did he have Kid Rock or Limp Bizkit?
No, at the time it was the Limp Bizkit rolling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rolls, sir? You're not serving rolls, sir.
Oh dear. So let's move on.
Let's keep rolling.
On.
It's time for us, Jay, to talk about Smackdown. Are you ready? Smackdown. This is Smackdown. Smackdown. This is Smackdown. Smackdown. This is Smackdown. Smackdown. On JabWrestling.com. So, Smackdown starts in Glasgow. Both were in Glasgow. This is a bit strange.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's not. But all the shows, Raw and SmackDown, they've been in the same towns throughout.
Were they in exactly the same arena? That's what I didn't know.
Oh, I thought they were, yeah.
Hydro? Was it the Hydro?
I can't remember.
I think Raw was in the Hydro. I don't know. Anyway, AJ Styles comes out, and we've got Tom Phillips on commentary.
This confused me, man.
A 4-man booth.
Why? And he looked so awkward there in the corner. Like, it's just like he didn't fit there.
It's true, he didn't. It was a bit weird.
And then he wasn't there throughout the whole show either.
I don't know if he was. I didn't really pay much attention to him, if he was.
Because Ambrose, later on, Ambrose is on commentary, and then he fucks off.
Yeah, right.
And so it's just like, why was he there in the first place? It's not that they needed that extra dynamic between the three of them.
No, it's too much, isn't it? It's too many.
Yeah, it's too many.
Yeah. I mean, 3's too many already.
Yeah. David Otunga, I don't like him there.
No?
He serves no purpose for me there.
Okay.
He says, he'll say something that just reinforces something that Mauro has already said. It's just like, okay.
Well, in that case, I was going to mention it later, but there was a sign in the crowd.
Oh, really? Was there?
And it said, Otunga, delete!
Did it really?
Yeah.
It was me.
There it was. I still want to know what he said to Rikishi or what Rikishi said to him. Someone held up a sign, something about Rikishi. What did Rikishi say to Otunga or something?
Oh, yeah, I remember you mentioning this. Yeah.
Still want to know what it is, man.
It's probably a joke.
Got a fat ass, that's what he said.
Yeah.
So AJ comes out and he's like, oh, give me a break. I'm in no mood for your cheers. So everyone starts booing him. And he's like, I'm in no mood for your boos either. And he tells the crowd to stop tweeting, put down your phones, and be quiet. And AJ accuses Ambrose of cheating. And he blames that mutant turtle, Ellsworth 316. But which mutant turtle is he, Jay?
Oh, no.
It's time to play Name That Turtle.
How many life points do I have?
You have 3. You should only have 1.
I like my chances here.
You fuck this up, you're fucked. Just name me the 4 turtles, Mitch.
I guarantee you it's the 4th one. Is it Leandro?
Leandro. It is not Leandro. Oh my god, this might be easier than I thought. I tried to give you one so easy that I thought even you can do this. Come on.
Da Vinci. What's his name?
Da Vinci.
Donna Da Vinci. Donatello.
Donatello.
Yeah.
Is it Donatello?
What's the other Spanish painter? Michelangelo.
Is it Michelangelo?
Fuck you!
It was Raphael.
Hey! Nobody liked him anyway.
Nah, exactly.
And your best, while we're on the discussion of the Turtles, one of your favourite wrestlers of all time was Shredder.
Super Shredder.
Yeah. Was of course
yeah.
Big Daddy Cool.
Yeah. He's on the list.
Oh, quality.
AJ says that Ellsworth 316 looks like a foot. And that AJ would beat the ugly out of both of them.
Yeah.
AJ's been told that he and Ambrose can't have any physical contact before Survivor Series.
Yeah.
And AJ wants to beat the crap out of Raw because he's the face that runs the place.
Damn right he is.
And he's the champ that rules the camp. And he's the de facto captain of Team Blue at Survivor Series. AJ decides to call his team out, but before he can, out comes Jeremy Corbyn.
He had his entrance music was a bit different, and it sucked.
Was it different?
It was weird, yeah. Nobody has that really dark and eerie kind of... This time, it was really horrible music that he came to the ring with. It was really weird, because then he reverted back to his original one when he actually had his match later.
I thought it was the same music, brother, if I'm honest.
No, it weren't. It weren't.
Okay.
Weird. It was horrible.
Well, AJ says that he was going to introduce him, but the big guy can do what he wants, as long as he delivers at Survivor Series. And Corbin says that he'll deliver, just not for AJ's team. Then all of a sudden, Bray, Harper and Orton just appear, out of nowhere. And AJ says, "The Wyatt family! Welcome to Team Styles!" And this brings Ambrose out. And we're led to believe that Ellsworth isn't here tonight, but as if by magic, Ellsworth 316 appears.
Any man with 2 hands can catch a flight.
Indeed. And JBL says, "How did you get that thing through customs? There's a quarantine law on animals in the UK."
Oh, God.
And Otunga calls Ellsworth 316 a Chinternational superstar.
International superstar. Oh, dear.
Do you think Ellsworth should have different entrance music?
Different?
Yeah, like chin chimney, chim chim chiroo.
Oh, dear.
We get Ellsworth chants from the Scottish crowd.
The guy's over as fuck, man.
And Ellsworth has never been to Scotland before, or anywhere else for that matter.
Yeah.
And AJ tells Ambrose that he's outnumbered right now. And as he says that, Corbin decides to roll out of the ring.
Yeah, I know.
Which was nice of him. After all,
Yeah.
he is a lone wolf. Now, I don't think Jeremy Corbyn would have quit so easily.
Definitely not. No way.
No. What did you think of this opening segment, Jake?
Yeah, it's a bit weird when Baron Corbin rolled out of the ring. I can understand why he's a lone wolf kind of thing, playing on his character.
Yeah.
But yeah, it probably transpired a bit more later on, the whole sort of thing. But no, AJ's quality, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Just a legend.
Yeah, glad to see Ellsworth as well. I was surprised they let him get the flight over.
Any man with 2 hands can get a passport.
Unless it says European Union on top of it. So next, Shane O'Mac's out.
Here comes the money.
Sounds like a Donald Trump song, yeah? Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money. And Shane says that in order to beat Raw, Team Blue has to get on the same page. And Ellsworth whispers an idea into Shane's ear, whispering sweet nothings.
What did he say to him?
He said, Shane.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Shane.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Shane.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Hey, Shane.
Yeah, what's up?
The sky.
Yeah.
The sky is up.
I know.
I don't know where this bit's going. I hear voices in my head. But Ellsworth 316 says that he's going to be the official mascot of Team Blue at Survivor Series.
Oh dear. I can just see him with pom-poms standing there as well, man.
Or maybe just dressed in an animal suit.
Oh, God. Yeah, I know. What would be the animal for Smackdown?
Don't know.
Here we go. I'm going to do it to you now.
God.
So, Bob, it's time to play that game show that you keep bringing on me. So we asked 100 people that I saw today while I was out and about
in
my garden. Yeah.
In your garden, yeah?
In my garden.
There's a lot of people in your garden.
I know. I don't know what they're doing there.
You sure you did just count the gnomes?
Damn immigrants.
Was Hornswoggle in your garden?
No.
No?
He's on vacation at the moment.
Oh, right. Where's he gone? Anywhere nice?
Cuba.
Cuba?
Yeah.
Did he get timeshares?
But I asked these 100 people that are in my garden, what would be the official mascot animal representative of Smackdown? So, Bob.
Yeah.
Can you give me the top 3 answers?
Can I just say, I think that this vote is rigged. And I demand a recount.
I got a feeling you're going to get all 3 of them wrong. But let's hear what you have to say.
So do I, because I don't even know what it could be. Right. I'm going to say Smurf, because it's blue.
Let's see if it's on the list.
You're on the list!
You stupid idiot! It's not on the list. That's one life gone.
Is it the genie from Aladdin? I know he's not technically an animal, but he can change into anything. You're going to pick something crap, aren't you? You're going to pick something crap.
You stupid idiot! It's not on the list.
Is it emu?
You've got one more life. You sure you want to use emu?
Yeah, emu.
Let's see if it's on the list.
Come on, my little emu weemy.
You stupid idiot! It's not on the list.
Ah.
The answer, the top answer, Bob.
Top answer. The only answer you've got in your head.
It's a Brahma bull, Bob.
Brahma Bull. What's that got to do with Smackdown? Ah,
Because
fucking
it's
Rock. Okay.
named after The Rock.
Alright, go on. I was thinking something blue. It had to be something blue. What about Grover from Sesame Street?
No.
Gonzo?
No. You would have been closer with the Blue Man Group.
Oh, dear. Oh, yeah, it's me.
Oh, was you waiting for me to go?
Will you please go?
Alright, fine. You do it down by yourself. See who laughs at your jokes then.
You could be the official mascot of Team Blue, Jay. Ambrose isn't happy about this.
No, clearly.
And Shane sets up a 6-man tag for later. And it'll be the new Wyatt family against Ambrose, Corbin, and Ellsworth.
Oh, right.
Next we get Corbin and Shane backstage. And Corbin says that he doesn't want to be in the 6-man tag. And he says, you can kick me off the team if you want. And Corbin feels that Shane needs him in Team Blue more than Corbin needs him. So Shane decides to remove Corbin from the 6-man tag. Just does what he says.
Yeah, I know, right? So I thought you were the boss around here.
and he puts him up against a returning Callisto instead. And if I was Callisto, I would build a wall around me too high for Corbin to get over.
Yeah. Trump's trying to do you a favour here, buddy.
What did you think of this little thing here, Jay?
It was a bit stupid, but I can understand again. They're just trying to build up Corbin as a valuable member of the team. You know, build up his presence kind of thing. Because I haven't really done much with him, to be fair. Recently, anyway.
Well, it seems like he's been waiting for his
Callisto to come back.
his bum boy Callisto to come back. But we'll talk about that later. Next, we get a qualifier to be in the tag team Survivor Series match for Team
But
Blue.
you shot your load here, didn't you?
And it's the Vaudevillains
And not only did you shoot your load, it was what they were wearing.
against Breezango.
Febreze are back.
And they were dressed as the fashion police.
Oh god, it was so bizarre the way that they were dressed.
They were wearing tartan skirts as well.
It was like there should be something from the police, not the police. What's that group that did the YMCA song?
The village people.
That's the one, the Village People. Yeah.
Are they the Pied Pipers of Hamilton? I think that's in Scotland.
Is it?
Well, it's all academical.
It's yeah, our Scottish listeners will get that. Everybody else,
Everyone else will be scratching their head going, I'm surprised you got it, to be honest. I wrote that down, I thought Jay's not going to get that. I'm going to have to explain that one.
Did you actually write that down?
I did.
Explain to Jay.
Explain to Jay what the hell's going on inside your head, Bob. And the fashion police decide to hand out tickets to everyone.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, it said gross written on it, didn't it?
Because they're a disgrace against fashion. And JBL gets one. And he's actually wearing a kilt.
He was, yeah.
He's only one, and he got one. Everyone else is wearing skirts, and that's okay. But that's okay.
Yeah,
that's okay.
They missed the trick here. They could have had the headbangers on this show.
That's what I was thinking of, the headbangers as well.
Yeah.
For what, the headbangers have become cops? And they were wearing it looked like body armour, like kind of, maybe they stole it off Roman Reigns. That was the old shield gear.
Recycling.
But they looked like American cops, didn't they?
They did, yeah. I thought they would try and dress like
traffic
Scottish
wardens.
cops.
So it was kind of half traffic warden, half...
It's weird, yeah.
Very strange. But anyway, the match. Aiden English does a swanton bomb, which looked pretty cool. Breeze does an enziguri to Gotch. We get a super kick to English. Fandango hits a Falcon Arrow for the win. And Gotch could have saved the pin at the end.
He was stood there, wasn't he?
No, he was doing that thing where you crawl, but he did it at 2. He did, and then he kind of had to stay still, for another 1 count. But yeah, Breezango went over, man. I was well happy with this. What did you think, Jay?
Yeah. Oh man, I feel sorry for the Vords, man. I really like them, but they're just not getting anything, are they? They're not getting any rub of the greens. They're going through a little patch at the moment, and it's a little shame.
Not a purple patch, no.
Not a purple patch, a green patch.
Yeah.
A blue patch.
Green
One
patch?
of those colours, I don't know.
A yellow patch?
A blue patch?
Oh, wait.
Oh, man. But I suppose, why not have Febreze on the show? They're pretty cool.
Yeah, awesome, man. My boy Tyler Breeze going over. Good stuff.
Yeah, I know.
So next we get Natty out with a whistle. Which I predicted last week.
Yeah, I know.
And I didn't think they'd actually do it. I swear they listen to the show, bruv. I'm telling you.
She can't even blow the damn whistle properly.
Bruv.
Oh, God.
Bruv, I was thinking to myself, either that doesn't work, or she doesn't know how to blow. Maybe we should ask Tyson Kidd.
Oh, man.
So we've got Sticky on commentary. And Neon Naomi comes out wearing dreads. And then all of a sudden they disappear. Reminded me of waking up one morning to a sight to behold.
Okay. This took a turn for the worst again. Do I dare ask?
You want to ask?
What you were looking at when you woke up that particular morning?
I was looking at a bald woman next to me in the bed.
Why was she bald? Was she bald when you went to bed?
No, she had hair when we went to bed. And then I don't remember much. But the worst part about it is that on the floor, where everything was thrown, her hair was on the floor in the corner, and my pants were on top of the hair. So that meant the hair came off before my pants did. Which makes it all the more worrying.
This is so bizarre. This just warrants more questions than answers. Okay, wait, hold on. Was she like proper, like Carl Anderson born?
No, she wasn't. No, it was like just
Okay.
really close shave type.
Right, okay.
Yeah. But I suppose like Sigourney Weaver kind of thing going on. Yeah,
She
in
had a
Aliens.
whole head of hair.
She had fucking hair down to her back, like spine, bottom of her spine. You know what I mean? Like.
Now,
Proper.
surely at some point during the night, I'm guessing you had intercourse.
I'm guessing too. I don't know.
Did you not run your fingers through her hair?
Maybe that's where it came off. Maybe it came away and I just threw it across the room. I don't know.
You're a trooper. Just continue.
Once you're in, bruv. No time for Brexit here.
Oh, Jesus Christ. This is... I can't believe this is the first time I'm hearing about this.
Probably the last.
Oh no, there's a whole lot more questions I'm going to ask you once we go off the air. Includes pictures.
Pictures. This was before cameras. No, it wasn't that long ago. I'm not that fucking old.
An old painting. Was it somebody in the
It was
corner?
Polaroids back then, bro.
Oh, Jesus.
So, this match.
Yeah, I don't care anymore.
Leon does a sit-out jawbreaker. Carmella comes out talking smack to Sticky. And Natty tries to separate them using the whistle that don't work.
Yeah.
And Nikki twats Carmella and then adjusts her boobs as she does it. And Natty gets back in the ring at 9 count. And Neon Naomi just rolls her up for the win. And it seems that Neon Naomi is on a streak.
Yep.
Yeah. What did you
Very
think, Jake?
big street. Yeah. The segment was a bit weird. It didn't flow too well. Natty didn't really help it just didn't flow naturally for me. But I understood what she was trying to do. This is the early stages of her coaching career.
Yeah.
With quotes.
Yeah.
And so, so we're probably going to see some boot camps maybe in the following weeks to come.
Maro did give a shout out to Bill Alfonso and the other guy whose name I can never remember, who's Mr. Perfect's coach, because they both used to have whistles.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, maybe it was a dog whistle. Maybe that's why we couldn't hear it.
Yeah, the dog whisperer.
So next we get Ellsworth and Ambrose backstage. And Ellsworth tells Dean that they don't need Corbin. And that they can take the Wyatts on by themselves.
Yeah.
Because we've got James and Dean.
James Dean.
James Dean! Rebels without a clue.
Rebels without a clue, yeah.
Because any two men with two hands have a fighting chance.
I love that. I love when Ambrose tells him, dude, you got to stop counting hands, okay?
And together, that's 4 hands.
It's 4 hands.
That reminds me of a massage parlour in Soho.
Oh, dear. Dare I ask?
No.
Let's
No.
move-
That's a story for
let's
another
move
time.
Let's move on.
Brian walks by, as you do,
As you do.
and Dean says that he's in a 2-on-3 handicap match tonight.
Yeah.
And it might as well be 1.5 against 3.
Yeah.
And Brian says that Kane will be their partner tonight. And Ellsworth 316 says, he asked Kane what their strategy is tonight.
Yeah.
And Kane says, don't tag in.
Tag in.
And then does the cutthroat sign as he says it. It seems that Dean agrees with his advice.
Ambrose was just there shaking his head.
Yeah. Listen to that guy.
Yeah.
We get a replay of Corbin raping Callisto 3 months ago. And we get our match, Jeremy Corbyn versus Callisto. Callisto does his flip into the ring when he starts, and Jeremy just clotheslines him before the match even starts. And he throws him to the outside. Corbin slips on the apron. Dummy!
Dummy, yeah.
I don't think it was.
No, it wasn't, but he done it so badly that I'm going to call him a dummy.
But wait, he did it so badly that it looked real.
It didn't look real. At all. It looked really, really, really bad. I did not like
You
it.
reckon?
Yeah.
I thought it was alright.
No, it wasn't. He says his knee pops out to the ref, and Callisto drop kicks the injured knee into the steps, and the ref calls the match off. And Callisto seeks revenge and hits a frog splash to the knee, And I'm thinking, will Callisto replace Corbin at Survivor Series?
I was thinking it would be James Ellsworth.
Well, no, he was already the mascot, wasn't he? So
Yeah, I know, but you never know. Could have done it. But at this point, I thought, I was actually, for the first time, I thought, cool. I'm glad they're finally giving Callisto some retribution. Because he's been battered and raped, man.
It's the first time we've seen him since then. So
yeah, I know.
He was
but
injured.
even before then, he was getting killed each week by this guy.
Yeah.
So it's a nice little segment. I reckon I liked it.
Yeah.
But I actually thought that he did slip though.
Did you really?
Yeah, I did. And then it was only when he started playing on it, and then they did that whole angle. I thought, okay, it was a work. But I genuinely believe that he slipped.
Oh, dear.
The crowd believed it as well because they started cheering him.
Yeah, but you would just because you don't like Corbin. You know what I mean? Probably conservatives.
Yeah.
We see a nice Becky and Bliss package, and they call it the main event, but it's not on last.
No, they should have.
I thought they were going to put it on last.
They should have done, in my opinion.
Yeah, they should have done. Becky got a big pop, and this match is for the Women's Smackdown title. The crowd chant, 1 fall!
Yeah, I know, yeah.
We get early pin attempts, including a Matrix escape. Drop kicks from Becky. We get a high knee from Bliss, who then starts working the arm. And we get, let's go Becky chants from the crowd. Becky does a one-arm deadlift to a sit-out powerbomb.
Yeah, I know, yeah. And it looked fucking harsh as well, man.
It was good.
When she hit the canvas, I was like, damn!
Damn!
Yeah.
Becky clotheslines and drop kicks. We get the corner flying firearm, as it's called now. We get Bexplex, top rope leg drop misses. We get double knees, followed by backflip double knees by Bliss.
Yeah, I like that move.
And we got some stiff forearms from both girls, man. It's good. I liked it. Like, strong style. Good stuff. Bliss does a sunset flip roll up in the corner for 2 count. Tornado DDT's blocked. Bliss hits the DDT for 2.5. Bliss gets on the ref for the slow count. We get the disarmer and Bliss taps out. But the ref doesn't see that Bliss's feet are on the ropes.
You stupid idiot!
You stupid idiot! And Becky retains. And there's only one thing to say about Becky, Jay.
This girl is on fire!
Damn fucking right, damn. But you know what? I'm super falling in love with Alexa, man.
I know you are.
She's so cool, man. I loved her interactions with the referee throughout the match.
Yeah.
You know, even her facial expressions are superb. Just really, really good. And these two seem to have a really good chemistry already.
Yeah, they do.
And so this is going to go on, which is quality, isn't it? You know,
Yeah, it has
hopefully
to.
we'll see.
Has to, yeah.
Definitely, man. Quality. What did you think of the finish of the match? Were you happy? Were you okay with it? Kind of prolongs the feud, doesn't it?
It does prolong the feud, and it also works into the Survivor Series where they're going to have to be together, you know, on the same team, you know.
They're going to be together, are they?
Be together. What's that song?
There's an image I can't ever get out of my head.
You and I belong together.
Dude, that's the Home and Away
You
theme
and I.
song.
Oh, is that what it is?
Oh, you joker. You're so weird.
What about let's get together? Come on, let's get together. No?
Over me.
I knew you was going to do that one. I knew it. I thought that's... Ding, ding, ding. Okay, so next we have... Where are we? Where am I? Shane and Brian backstage, and it seems Jeremy's injured and has been removed from the Survivor Series.
Yeah, I know.
Gutted.
That was a quick diagnosis, by the way.
It was. It's like...
They could wait till next week.
Do we really want Corbin in our team? No, we don't. Let's rub him off. You're not on the list anymore. And who will take his place? Will it be Callisto? Will it be Luke Harper? Will it be Kane?
I really genuinely thought it was going to be James Ellsworth at this point. You know that?
I didn't. I'm going to tell you who I thought it was going to be in a bit.
I was hoping it would be Taker.
That's who I was hoping it was going to be after I found out what I found out.
What did you find out?
Well, later in the show.
Oh. I want to know now.
No. Shane's going to Raw to accept Stephanie's invitation, and he asks Brian if he's coming along too. And Brian has one word for him. Definitely.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Were you expecting something else?
Yeah, I love that.
Miz and Maurice walk in, and Maurice says that Miz is so upset with Brian, he can't even speak.
Yeah.
And then Maurice flubs her lines,
Yeah, I know, man. And then she swears.
calls herself out on it, and says she's pissed off.
That was a bad 30 seconds for her.
It was.
You pissed me off so much that I can't talk. Like, rah.
She was very close to being our dummies of the week.
Oh, man.
She asks why Brian would let Ziggy defend his IC title at Survivor Series. And Brian says that Foley agreed that not only would the IC title take place, but also there would be a Cruiserweight Championship match where Kendrick would defend his title against Kalisto.
Yeah.
And if Kalisto wins, the whole Cruiserweight division comes to SmackDown Live.
Crikey.
Wow.
That's a bombshell.
Yeah, what do you think about this, Jay?
Oof. It's a big announcement, to be fair.
Yeah.
I got a feeling they're going to do it.
Do you think so?
I got a feeling they're going to keep the IC title and the Cruiserweights are going to go over to SmackDown. I don't know how they're going to do it because the show is only 2 hours.
Wouldn't it make more sense for them to lose the IC title?
But then what? Have the US, the IC? There's too many titles on Raw.
That's it.
Oh, great argument there. Thank you.
It's just you're just swapping one for another, aren't you?
Yeah, but the other is the entire division.
But see, my issue is the division, the IC division on SmackDown good enough anyway?
Is the IC division on SmackDown good enough anyway?
Yeah, because you got Miz and Ziggler, and then where are you going? You could talk about maybe Kane or Harper.
Yeah, but then you've got guys like Bray.
But Bray's not IC, man. He's world level. He's not IC.
I know he is, but he hasn't had a title run at all. Anything.
He's going to go straight for the world title. He's not interested in the IC title.
So do you think
he's already a main eventer? That's dropping down.
So do you not think that two mid-level cards titles on Raw is too much?
Well, no, because for me, look, at the end of the day, they're not putting the stock in the Cruiserweight division they need to. Personally, I don't think anything's going to change.
You think it's going to stay?
I think it's going to stay exactly as it is.
Yeah.
Because there's huge gaps in Raw, and the Cruisers at least fill those gaps. If the Cruisers aren't there to fill those gaps, what is going to fill that?
Absolutely. But I just feel that SmackDown will do a better job with them.
They will, and I agree with you 100%. But the whole 205 thing, that suggests to me that you're not going to get as much time as you were getting.
Yeah, which is why it possibly could be on SmackDown. Because they'll only have the one match on SmackDown, and then the rest will be on 205.
Yeah, but the thing is, if they're on SmackDown, they'll get 2 segments.
You reckon?
They will, because SmackDown know how to use their roster. And the thing is, someone will have to suffer because of that. And that's maybe why you get rid of the IC title and give it to Raw. But personally, I don't think either are going to change. I think this is just a caveat to get you interested in the match. Yeah,
probably. Because it's a last minute announcement, so to speak.
Yeah.
Although it's a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
But it's still a huge announcement, but you're absolutely right. It's kind of buried underneath everything else that's already been announced. Yeah, so no, you're right by saying that, it probably is going to stay the status quo. But I just got this feeling that they're going to IC title and the Cruiserweights are going to SmackDown. But we can discuss this. We can debate it during our prediction show that we'll do.
Indeed.
I could just be swerving you.
You could be, but I'm not going to listen to a word you say after last time. I mean, that's the best way to do things.
So basically, I don't need to be there. You're just going to tell me what you think is going to happen, and then you're not going to listen to anything I say.
No, I'm going to be like la 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 la. I'm not listening to Jay.
That's how you normally are.
Yeah, well, it's the best way to be, bro. Brian offers Miz his IC rematch next week on SmackDown. Take it or leave it. And Maurice accepts on his behalf.
And he's upset by it. I don't understand why he's upset by it.
I don't know, but he's not too happy about it. But this is where we hear that it's the 900th episode of SmackDown next week. Yeah. And Brian mentions that we're going to see The Undertaker.
Yeah.
And a cutting edge segment.
Yeah.
So I was thinking here, like you, that Taker was going to be the 5th member. Ironed on.
I know, and then they announced him just being on the show.
Yeah.
And so it's not going to happen.
Kind of disappointing.
That would have been fucking quality if it was Undertaker, man.
It would have guaranteed it being the main event, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Idiots.
Stupid idiots.
They missed a trick there, man. They could have done that. That would have been fucking quality.
Yeah, it would have been. It would have been.
Especially with it being Survivor Series, where he made his debut all those years ago.
Yeah, and also he's the dog that runs the yard on Smackdown, isn't he?
Absolutely. The big dog against the face that runs the place.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Yeah.
coexisting. Oh my god.
God damn it.
Ah, they missed the trick, man. What are they doing? What are they doing?
So, next, we get Apollo Creed out to face Kurt Hawkins. And I bet he's hoping that Kalisto wins the Cruiserweight title.
Why?
Because, right, he's got nothing, has he, right now? Let's be honest.
Yeah, I know.
Giving him nothing.
Did you see that shiner that Kurt Hawkins had?
Kind of did.
It was like around his eye. It's really weird.
Yeah.
Shiner. It's just like, how did somebody, like a baby, punch you in the eye? And then because it was right in the socket around the eye.
He got super kicked. Maybe he was selling the super kick from Ziggler. Remember he had his 1 second title match.
Selling it? What, by
having a shiner, as if to say, look, I've still
by
got
having
a
a shiner?
Yeah, I don't
Wow.
know. Maybe it generally was from that. I don't know.
It could have been. It could have been.
Yeah. We get Hawkins with a side slam. Creed does a flying clothesline, kip up and enziguri. Crossbody misses, and Hawkins rolls him up for the win. Bit of a shocker.
It's bizarre, man. He doesn't get an entrance.
Yep.
And so I thought he's going to lose here. He's going to be a new jobber on SmackDown. All those promos for nothing. And then they win. He wins. And then Cruz is suddenly now the jobber again.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, this is really weird.
Yeah. Very strange. Very strange. Anyway, let's move on.
And also, they're not acknowledging his previous run, are they?
Does it matter? Was it that good? Is it worth mentioning?
He's a former tag team champion.
Maybe he can come out and say something to Edge. Maybe he can dress as Edge again. Him and Zack Ryder can both dress as Edge.
Yeah. Was it Zack Ryder that was the Edge head?
Yeah, both of them were.
It was, isn't it? Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah. Ziggy hypes up his IC title match and calls Zayn a paperboy. So Sammy almost has as many jobs as Cesaro. Pretty busy working for Uber and being a paperboy and a wrestler. It's hard work. And he's a farmer as well. And it's time, Jay, for your main event of the evening. Scheduled for 1-4 in a 6-man tag team match.
Scheduled for 1-4 in a 6-man tag team match.
Revenge! And it's Bray Wyatt, Randy Orton, Luke Harper against Dean Ambrose, Ellsworth 316 and Kane. And we've got AJ in commentary, which is wicked. AJ hopes that Ellsworth falls down and breaks his leg before he gets into the ring. And he says, our mascot is a foot.
Yeah.
But someone needs to remind AJ that any man with 1 foot has a fighting chance.
Yeah.
A rabbit's foot for luck, of course. And Otunga asks AJ if he could beat Kevin Owens. And AJ says, Kevin Owens? Oh, that guy with the women's title. Ellsworth's asking Kane for a tag. But Kane just gives him the slit throat again. He says, no, don't be silly. Bray sent on to Kane, and we get "We Want Ellsworth" chants from the crowd. Wyatt's continue to roughhouse Kane. Harper does a drop kick. Orton drop kick. Orton and Harper have tension whenever they're tagging in and out. Don't trust each other. Kane does a DDT. Ambrose comes in. We get a swinging neck breaker to Harper. He does a bulldog clothesline combo to both Wyatts, which look pretty cool. Suicide dive to Bray and Orton. A dirty deeds attempt was countered into a big boot by Harper. We get Harper and Kane fighting down the aisle to the back. I think that was the last we saw of them.
Yeah, that was, yeah.
Bray does a one-armed crab.
I know.
That's hard to do, bro.
And fucking hard. And then he turned properly as well.
He did.
He didn't like drop to his back and then turn.
Yeah. He must be doing his DDP yoga.
Yeah.
It ain't your mama's yoga. We get a lunatic lariat met with a Bray lariat, and both guys get knocked out. And the crowd are begging Ellsworth 316 to tag himself in.
I've never seen a hot tag to yourself before. I've never seen it. It was like, wow, that was quality.
So Ellsworth tags himself in. He takes his shirt off. He fires up. He starts tuning up the band.
I know. Sweet shit. No chin music.
He goes for the no chin music, and JBL says, Shawn Michaels is turning in his grave right now, and he's not even dead.
I love it.
But the no chin music, no, it misses. No chin. And Bray hits the Sister Abigail for the 1-2-3.
Boom.
Wyatt's win. What do you think, Jay?
Yeah, man. It's cool. Funny. Interesting. I'm glad Bray got the pin. But yeah, it's a good match. It was entertaining. Especially the whole not tagging Ellsworth in and playing on it. You know, it was sweet, man. I liked it.
Yeah, it was good, man. It was good.
Yeah, solid show.
Yeah, very solid.
AJ on commentary was a touch of genius.
He's awesome. He can do no wrong in my eyes. No wrong.
Absolutely.
We get AJ and Wyatt's look to gang up on the Rebels without a clue.
Yeah.
And Shane comes out to say, hey guys, Strike Force is supposed to be a team! A team, damn it! And Brian comes out to a huge pop, while Shane and Dean are still checking on Ellsworth, who hasn't moved.
I know, yeah. And then Ambrose just kicks him out the ring, doesn't he? He was just laying there throughout the whole time. Like a chalk outline. Quality.
And Brian says that he can pick anyone on the roster list to be the fifth man. And Brian's name is on the top right-hand corner of the list.
Yep.
But as we know, he isn't allowed to compete.
Yeah, so we know apparently.
Did you know?
Yeah.
Not that he can't compete.
Yeah.
He's not allowed to compete.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
I didn't pick up on that.
Yeah.
Fair play.
I'm telling you, bruv. Brian's going to wrestle again.
Good spot.
Yeah. And we find out that Shane O'Mac's the fifth member.
Yeah, I know.
And I was like, what a fucking letdown.
It was, yeah. Because I thought, okay, it's not going to be Taker because you've announced him. I thought maybe Cena.
No, Cena's off for a little while, I think.
Is he? Is it?
I think so.
But they haven't said anything. They haven't announced that he's off screen, like with an injury or anything.
No, but apparently he is. Not an injury, but he's just taking time off. He's not going to be at Survivor Series at all, apparently.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, Shane O'Mac, okay. Still adds a little dynamic to it. You know, having one of the owners.
I wanted Taker.
Match.
I wanted Taker, bruv.
I wanted Taker too. I really wanted fucking
I would have
Taker.
even settled for Kane.
No, I wouldn't have settled for Kane.
I would have settled for Kane. Because you need a big guy. You need a
Kane.
big guy to go against Strowman with Corbin not there.
You do, but
Shane
yeah.
O'Mac's not that big guy, is he?
he's going to take a bump, isn't he, of some sort.
Does this guarantee that Smackdown win at Survivor Series?
I think it really, really pushes the odds in their favour now. Really, really pushes it in their favour. I don't know how to see it going, to be fair. But I've got a feeling now that this main event will probably go to SmackDown. I had a feeling that it might be a clean sweep and all three matches would go to Raw. I don't know why, I just had this feeling. But I don't know, it's up in the air at the moment, and this Shane O'Mac introduction really changes things up. So what do you think about Shane O'Mac's inclusion in this match? Do you think it swings it in their favour?
Yeah, I do. I think it does.
That's really insightful.
Yeah, I do. I just think it's, I mean, what? Shane O'Mac, I mean, why is he even in it? What's the point?
Take a bump off the Titantron maybe?
Really?
I can see there's going to be dysfunction throughout this match amongst both teams. Like, you know, there's got to be a shield spot, isn't there? Where the three guys put somebody through a table. And it's probably going to be somebody from Raw.
Why does they have to put them through a table? I mean, isn't Survivor Series supposed to just be a match?
Yeah, I know, but you know, you got to see a shield spot where the three guys.
Yeah, they can just do the powerbomb together. They don't have to put anyone through a table necessarily.
Yeah, powerbomb through a table, the announce table.
Just do a powerbomb in the ring, just normal powerbomb.
Yeah, it's not the same though, is it? It's not like they used to do it.
I mean, the question is, who's got heat with Shane? Did KO and Y2J have heat with Shane?
Not really. Roman, no. Strowman, no.
I think KO had a little bit of heat, didn't he?
Not enough to affect this match.
I think he had something where he was more inclined to agree with Stephanie more than Shane when they were doing the whole Shane Stephanie as co-GMs at the time.
Yeah.
He's the only one I can think of that might have an issue.
There's got to be some sort of thing with Triple H, Shane, Seth Rollins, maybe. I don't know.
Triple H. Everyone's waiting on Triple H.
Yes, I am. So yeah, but this show was solid, man. It flowed so nicely. There were some great matches. The women's match was superb. AJ just legendary again. Superb.
Yeah, good stuff, man.
I really enjoyed.
I honestly think I enjoyed Raw more than I did SmackDown this week.
I think the fact that SmackDown is 2 hours for me really works in its favour, because 2 hours for me is a perfect amount of time.
Yeah.
Raw with the 3 hours, sometimes it drags on a bit, and you're kind of losing the will to live a bit, and it's just like that's why the 2 hours always is going to work in SmackDown's favour. But both shows were on an even par for me. Very good. And as I said at the beginning, the Scottish fans in Glasgow had a great couple of shows.
Yeah, I always just feel they don't give the British crowd enough
wrestling.
Yeah. It's like they're starved of it, like WWE that is.
There was probably dark matches that we didn't get to see.
I don't know, man. 3 hours is a lot. Maybe for SmackDown, but for Raw, it's like 3 hours is a long time to be going anyway.
Yeah.
So.
They may have even taped this 205 show there. I don't think NXT would have been taped there, but maybe the 205 show.
No, probably not. I think when you know it's a Raw show, I think they do Superstars and main event tapings there, don't they? On those shows.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
They've probably got that as well. Jinder Mahal against Bo Dallas or something. in a 25-minute classic.
Yeah. Hey, I'd love to see that on the main card.
Bruv, they did that to me on the first show I ever went to,
What?
We had all the matches were pretty short. Yeah.
A 25-minute dark match.
No, it wasn't a dark match. It was in the middle of the card.
Yeah.
But it was the worst two people. It was Sergeant Slaughter and Colonel Mustafa. And I'm telling you, bruv, it was the worst match. I think it's the worst match I've ever seen in my life. It went on forever and ever and ever. It was all rest holds and punches and kicks. And it was one with a roll up.
Wow.
After all that, it was one with a roll up, man. I was like, I was a kid then, so. But even then, I was so pissed off for that match, man. I hated it.
Even then, you had high expectations.
Well, the whole reason I went was I got to see Bulldog v Flair. That was the whole reason I went.
Nice.
And at the time, Bulldog had his reputation for always winning in the UK. And because it was just after WrestleMania 8, Flair was the champion.
Right.
So we all thought that Bulldog was going to get a world title match. But then he dropped the title to Randy Savage. So it wasn't for the world title at all. But we got to see Randy Savage against the Mountie, funnily enough.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, defend the title. That was the main event of the night. Yeah, I remember my dad loved Hacksaw Jim Duggan and Ric Flair and didn't think much of anyone else. And he's going, why are they chanting USA? In Wembley Arena. Bloody morons. See? Lana's not the only moron out there, you see?
Yeah. Oh dear. So Bob.
So Jay.
So Bob.
So Jay.
So Bob.
So Jay.
So Bob.
So Jay.
It's been we gotta do the prediction show. It's the next Raw, the go home show.
Yeah, it is. It's next weekend, Survivor Series.
Is it next weekend?
Yeah.
Shit, I need to get the Monday off of work, man. I need to do that tomorrow when I go in. I need to ask for the Monday off. Yeah, because I will stay up for this. I don't want to watch it the next day. I want to stay up and watch it live.
Yeah. Otherwise you'll get spoiled on Twitter or something, right?
I do my best to avoid Twitter, everything, social media. I don't even look. You know when after a pay-per-view or a Raw and I get a text from you, I don't even read it. until like I've watched the show, and then I go back to the text, and then you've said nothing about the show at all.
When I know you're going to, I know when you're going to sleep. So,
yeah. It's all of a sudden I'm texting you, and then there's no texting.
Yeah. I know there's either two reasons for that: either you've fallen asleep, or there's a Divas match on.
Hey, but to be fair, only about 2 minutes.
That's true.
And I've got one hand free, so I'm usually okay to text.
Any man with one hand
can have an actual sex life. Oh dear. So Bob, our followers, if you're not following us, why are you following us? You can follow us on the iTunes, on the Stitcher, on Twitter. You can go to our website, jabwrestling.com. And even on the YouTube now, we're starting to upload our podcast on there. So you can listen to us on the go.
YouTube on the go.
And yeah, man, there's no excuses. Do it. Please subscribe. We're so glad that you give us a chance to let us entertain you. And so we'll do this on a weekly show, on a weekly basis. And we won't let you down, will we, Bob?
I love the way you threw that question over to me.
Why? I just want you to reinforce what I've said.
Reinforce it, bruv. Like the enforcer, double A.
That's it. Double A. Arn Anderson. There you go.
And on that note, Jay.
Yes.
It's time we skedaddle and start building a wall.
Stop
all those Americans from coming over here.
I need to build a bunker in my garden, just in case.
Oh dear.
Oh man. So you've been Bob,
and you've been Jay,
and I've been Jay.
Yeah.
And we've been Jay and Bob.
Yeah. It's good night. It's good night from him.
It's good night from you. Oh dear.
Yeah. We've been Jay and Bob. We've just done the job. The JAB is the place to be. Any more catchphrases to get in there, Jay?
I don't think we have enough.
I think it's time for us to go off with a trumpety trump, 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 trump. Good night, everyone.
Good night. Good night.